Aaron, the Department of Justice says Page devised a scheme to defraud donors by saying the donations he received through that Facebook page were going to combat racial and social injustices. But the DOJ says that was not the case. Tonight, well-known Toledo activist Sir Major Page is facing charges of money laundering and wire fraud. The FBI says back in 2016, Page created a 501c3 Facebook page titled Black Lives Matter of Greater Atlanta, but it would later use it to defraud donors out of almost $500,000. In 2019, the Facebook page's tax-exempt status as a charity with the IRS was revoked because the proper paperwork wasn't submitted. The state of Georgia then dissolved the nonprofit corporation. But the FBI alleges Page continued to use the site, most recently last year, to solicit more than $450,000 in donations while still claiming to be a nonprofit. The FBI claims Page falsely represented that the donations would be used to fight for George Floyd. Page was arrested last September in Toledo on the same charges. FBI Special Agent in Charge Eric Smith saying in a statement that Page alleged Holmes traveled and spent other people's money to buy luxury items for himself, all on the backs of hardworking people, believing they were donating to a worthy cause. Page also allegedly used the money to buy a home in Toledo.
Black Lives Matter's spending spree. While Black Lives Matter has spent years trafficking and racism to raise millions, we know 60 million of their war chest is up in the air. We know they've listed addresses that don't even exist on their tax forms. And we told you before about how the co-founder, Patrisse Cullors, has spent millions on lavish homes across the country. It turns out BLM has some more secrets buried in their chest. They were trying to hide a massive purchase. We're now finding out Black Lives Matter used nearly $6 million in donations on a huge mansion in 2020 that its leaders posted from while brunching, according to New York Magazine. The house is 6,500 square feet with over 6 bedrooms, a pool, a bungalow, and parking for over 20 vehicles.
This is insane. In real time right now, I am watching Patrisse Cullors do a live claiming that I went to her property and demanded to speak to her. And she's, I only way I can describe it is she sounds like she's really scared. We're working on a documentary talking about all of the funding pertaining to Black Lives Matter. Obviously, we know that Patrisse and a lot of the founders purchased $1 million homes in white neighborhoods. They also purchased a Black Lives Matter property. So we went to the property and asked if there was anyone that we could speak to, very politely, by the way. We've got cameras in tow, so there's no way she can, it's all on camera. And we just said, is there anyone we can speak to? Nobody asked us to leave. The person went inside. It was just a white man that we saw outside that was providing security, which is super interesting because obviously Patrisse here is anti-police. And so she's, oh my God, I think she's crying on this live, pretending that she was harassed. Like I said, very politely to the guy, is there anyone we can speak to? My name's Candace Owens. We never went over the gate. It was just me ringing the doorbell, trying to speak to someone. He said absolutely nothing. He started just recording us. And we said, okay, if there's no one we can speak to, we're going to leave. Patrisse is pretending to be scared because she knows that this Black Lives Matter lie is falling apart. And she doesn't know what to do. I mean, people are aware of the scam that is Black Lives Matter. She's intentionally limited the comments, so you can't even comment on this post, because I was going to comment and be like, this is a complete lie, and we have it all on camera in terms of what happened. So what you are seeing right now is the face of a woman who is pretending she's afraid of right-wing pundits, when in reality, she's being exposed as a fraud who took millions, used the faces of Black people, took millions of dollars to fund herself, to fund her life, fund her girlfriend, and to buy $1 million mansions in neighborhoods where no Black people live. So Patrisse, this footage this story that we're covering is a significant one. I have always been interested in the fraud that is Black Lives Matter. You're fake. Black people died. You used their faces to raise money. You demanded that the policing be stopped. You demanded that police officers be defunded, but you've got a private security detail outside of $1 million homes. It just doesn't work this way, sweetheart.
Yeah, you know, I found it kind of crazy that, you know, after all these years, people still falling for the same old. You know, it's like every 2 to 4 years, every election cycle, they get y'all with the same old. You know, kind of like a radio where they play the same song over and over again. You know what I'm saying? News, they play the same garbage over and over again. They have an agenda they want to push. They get you emotionally attached to it. And they keep pushing the same narrative so much to where it just gets embedded in your head that it's factual. You know, and then they tell you, hey, look, donate to us, give us your money, vote for us, and we're going to fix your problems. And it never happens. And y'all keep falling for it over and over and over again. Like, damn, what is it going to take?